live. Don't make any noise. All right. Oh, thank God.
Something go together, like Romeo and Juliet, like lipstick and lips, like shoes and socks, but not sandals and socks. That's not a good look. Like action movies and catchphrases.
I don't even know if you can see this, guys.
And now any size Coca-Cola.
Let me know if you can or can't.
It's just $1, so they go even more together, like reality shows and huts. McDonald's and Coke, the simple joy of being made for each other. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time, a la carte only.
I have to skip right to the inks as fast as possible, given how bad the lighting is here. Just another piece of paper. There you go. So I don't get ink all over my brother's tablecloth. Now, some kind of wood. So I see Casey's in here. Oh wait, you guys are talking in the chat, aren't you? Okay. The chat client before. Yeah, I'm listening to Pandora Radio to a channel that Ann introduced me to. What was it again?
Howard Shore.
Howard Shore. It's all soundtracky stuff. And as Ann put it, makes everything you're doing is epic. Not epic like the kids say, like an epic adventure. So Casey, how'd you do at the show? How'd you do at the convention? What was the convention name again? Yeah, the proper use of epic. I'm not going to be able to sell this sketch because this one is for Anne. You want to see how it's coming along? I think you're going to like it. Almost done. It's the sad bear of Montana. I gotta sign it though. Now I'm wanting my web address out here when I'm giving it to my wife because she might forget. What is the date? 15th?
Looks like the bear's wearing a t-shirt with your weapon.
Why? Oh, he's not wearing a t-shirt. He's just saying hi. Okay, so there's the sad bear of Montana, waving sadly.
Blatantly advertising.
Blatantly advertising my website. Let me erase that eye that I originally put on there. I was going to have his eyes closer together originally. There we go. Alright, on to number 2. Who am I going to do next? You know, I think I'm going to do this guy. Get him on.
November?
What did I put? Did I put November for the month?
11.
I wasn't thinking. I was too busy laughing at my own jokes. Okay, so the show that Casey was at was called KatoriCon. One day little anime show at a local community college. Did a lot better than she expected. Good. Casey Van Heist of wintersandlavelle.com for watching this video after the fact. Okay, so now I'm actually going to do a cartoon character. And I'll try to pencil as possible. Again, light's not so great in here. Do a She-Ra character I've been meaning to do for a long time. Since I'm just doing headshots today. Won't be quite so challenging. And do the iconic Filmation eyebrows. I don't know if you guys can even see this. Can you see this okay? Or no? I'll try to hurry through the pencils so we can get right to the... I should have pre-penciled these. Done a couple penciled versions in advance. And that Bo's face is not long enough. Boy, Boy, this nutty 80s haircut is harder to do than I thought it would be. So I'm at my brother's house today, or tonight, because we're running a kiln test. Anne has a kiln that we keep at my brother's house, and she's firing it up. She's going to do some ceramics work. So that meant I came along and I had to bring all my work with me, and I finished most of it, so I was taking a break to do some sketches. So while I got you here, Case, I'll take a request from you for a Pokemon. You want me to do Clefairy, don't you? I should look them up real quick on how to do them. So I probably could fit a Clefairy on here pretty easily. That is how you think, right? I keep forgetting. Don't want Lauren to get all angry with me after the fact. Yeah, I pre-cut a whole bunch of little Bristol cards before I came over here, knowing that I was going to do some headshots. Because with not having my great desk light, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do a full 5.5 by 8.25 Bristol sketch. So in limited lighting and in limited conditions, I know I can at least pull off these headshots. I have to charge up my pen here. A little squeeze. Okay. And test out the lines real quick. Oh, getting some nice gooey inks now. Uh-oh, almost too gooey. Should have done my dry brush stuff first. Now, all good-hearted people who like She-Ra think Bo is awesome. Just for the record. Yes, this is Bo from She-Ra. The male in distress, which was something Lou Scheimer took pretty seriously about the series, that Bo was going to be the Lois Lane, if you want to talk about the Lois Lane of the old Superman Fleischer cartoons. Bo was going to be the one who was spunky and constantly getting in trouble, and She-Ra would have to save his bacon all the time. Not crazy about how this one's turning out. Yeah, I really don't like what happened with that eye. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, the nose is screwed up too. Well, that's why they call it sketching. Come on. There we go. Color him. It'll turn out better. I'll let him dry. And let me look up Clefairy real quick. I know vaguely what the character looks like. And yes, I did know that its attack was the metronome, Casey, because I looked it up. I was doing research on him. Doing a quick Google image search. And there's Clefairy. Okay. Yeah, Casey Snipes, I did charge it up by squeezing the chamber on this. This is the Pentel Color Brush Pen. So, you up with more ink by squeezing on the chamber, but unfortunately I have yet, even after using this thing for a year, I've yet to figure out a way to get it to where I get just a little bit of ink in it. It goes up with a whole lot, and then I get super wet lines for a while. Okay, Clefairy. Go with a really non-ironic, cheerful pose. Now, Casey, why is this the one you wanted to see? Why would this Pokemon be one of your favorites? Oops. Does this thing have a fang? Apparently it does.
Sign up for Living Social and get one-day deals delivered to your inbox each morning. You'll get 50% or more off Flint's best restaurants, spas, and things to do. Explore city for less.
Uh-oh. I covered up where its wings should go. Now what am I going to do? It is an awfully cute Pokemon. I'm sure you've heard millions of times the comparisons to it and Kirby character, I'm sure. If that was the first thing that occurred to me when I looked at the character. Okay, now for my favorite part of using the brush pen. Right there. Mm-hmm. This swirly do is treat. Okay. Oh, there's a tail here. I'm going to let this one dry just for a second, and then I'm going to color this in crayons. Oh, what I'm using for pencils is just a regular Pentel mechanical pencil, just 0.5 millimeter. And I use this blue Pentel lead, and you can get it at any or most office stores or supply stores, and it's just like a regular Pentel mechanical 5mm. They also make it in 0.7 and 0.9. And then I just fill up the mechanical pencil with that. And that's how I do my penciling. I've been using this very pencil for going on 9 years now. But yeah, it's not necessarily non-photo blue, it's just regular blue. And the leads come in a pack of 12 pieces, and they run for around $1.70 for 12 pieces. So yeah, this is all stuff you can get in an office supply store, or most of the time. All right, so let's do one more character. Now I'm going to do good old Man-at-Arms. Let's see, where are you, Man-at-Arms? Look at my reference. And now with him, he's got that big nutty helmet, so I gotta make sure that I leave room for it. And then the big old nutty face protector we'll get on his chest plate. All right. Now when it comes to Man-at-Arms, it's a total different head type than Bo. Much more square head. Eyebrows are a little bit thicker. Now the thing about these blue leads that you might want to be careful of is they're a bit more brittle than regular graphite leads. So you do have to pencil with a bit of a lighter touch if you use this stuff. It's very precise, but it does require a little bit of a lighter touch. As I've said before in some of these other streams, is that one of the things that I think is my work has been as a result of using these leads. I've been using these leads for going on 8 years. My penciling got a little bit more smoother and graceful. I was learning to work with such a lighter touch. At least I think it got smoother and graceful as a result of it. Oops. This would be Man-at-Arms from the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon series. I'm working off the Filmation look for him from the 80s. Yeah, I'm utterly dependent on this pencil, and very, very, what am I trying to say? What's the word for it? Sentimental about it, because I've been using it so long. I mean, the eraser doesn't even work anymore. It's so old. It's all hardened. And this bit broke off a couple months back, and I was so upset about it, I just crazy glued it back together, because I was going to be damned if I was going to be using this pencil if it was even partially broken. I don't know if anything happens to this pencil. It's what I use for all my drawing. And I very foolishly take it with me to classes. I probably shouldn't. Probably should get like a class pencil. Oh, are they continuing the wooden blue pencils? Boy, that'd be a shame, wouldn't it? Some people swear by those. So that's the problem with these art tools, is as soon as you find them, they go out of production. So as a result, with these blue leads, with these guys, I buy them by the case. I got a whole bunch of boxes of them in my studio that I just in case something bad should happen, they should stop making them. It's still wet. Use another piece of paper to protect my inks from getting smudged. There he is, looking all fatherly. Man at Arms cares about everybody. There we go. Okay. Let that dry. And then go back to Clefairy and maybe give her hit. That always confuses me about Pokemon, the fact that they don't really have genders. Touch of color. How long live? About 28 minutes. I'm going to finish up coloring this Clefairy, and then I'm going to wrap it up shortly after that. Let's see if I still got my picture up. There we go. Casey, you can have this Clefairy when I'm done with it, provided the kids read comics, okay? That's the terms. You want to see how many pink crayons I got? Let's see, we've got Carnation Pink, Thistle. Oh, this is 2 carnations. This is a violet red. I got like 4 carnation pinks. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because when Ann and I were grocery shopping one night, it was when the school year was beginning, and the Crayola crayons were 25 cents. So I bought a whole mess of them. I guess a lot of my boxes got mixed up together. Yeah, I'm stockpiling Crayolas in case they stop making them, just like with the blue pencils. Now, Case, do you think you're going to be able to convince John and Hani to come to Kids Comics? I better sign this one before I run out of room. Should get John to come. So I can play Metroid with him. And what do we got here? And where's my gray? There's my gray. And there's Clefairy. Inglorious Folk. We'll do this one real quick. I'm almost done. Okay, and a very light coat of gray on the helmet. I'm going to have to add some blue to that as well. And a very light orange. I'm going to use yellow orange for the base on Arms' breastplate, doodle. And then maybe a reddish brown for the mesh. matching orange for the top of the helmet too, eh? Okay. Color tannish. It's too dark. Oh, how about I use tan? Okay. Do I use crayons because I think it helps kids connect with me? You know, I hadn't even thought of that. I've just been using crayons lately because I think it's fun because I can layer them and I don't feel terribly precious about it. Like using real art Conte crayons or anything like that. I get intimidated by really fancy art tools. And this, I just feel like I'm just playing like a little kid and I find I have a lot more fun doing it. So, but yeah, I mean, part of it is trying to find a way to do blending and things like that that you would normally do with real art supplies, or what some people would call real art supplies. But I hadn't even thought about like kids connect with it because of that. That could very well be. I don't know. I haven't asked any kids. Especially when you're drawing like 1980s characters. Most kids I teach couldn't give a darn about them. Okay. Where's my darker greens? What color is this? An orange. I actually played some He-Man episodes in one of my classrooms for some teen students for an assignment, learning about character design. And they laughed uproariously at the corny stories and crude animation, which I could see their point of view, but it kind of broke my heart too. Here we go. Okay, now for my shadow color. Let's go for a bit of a brown. Do I broadcast? I try to do it at least once a week, but I don't always get to. Hey, Angel.
Yeah.
What color should I put for this background?
Yellow.
Yellow? Alright. Hey, Jonathan, I didn't know you were here too. Yellow with a little bit of a light orange at the top. And why not? Because Man-at-Arms is a warm, friendly, fatherly figure who makes us all at ease about ourselves. So, of course, we would associate nice, warm, comforting colors with him. So there is Man-at-Arms, and I didn't sign it. Ugh. Gonna have to sign it on the other side. And I'll set the watermark it on the website so nobody steals the sketch that I did if it doesn't belong to me. Alright. Well, I guess I can try to do both and then I'll close it out because the stream is actually going. I'm impressed. Hasn't crashed on me yet. And now it's going to crash. Alright. Try to make this fast. Oh, the Silverhawks. I have not done him yet. Next on my list of full sketches to do is Gem and the Holograms. I'm going to start working on them for a stud week. But yeah, after that, I might have to do some of the bad guys from Silverhawks. Let me... Okay, Bo's shoulder pads are red. Monstar also had one of the best names in all of cartoon history. It's perfect descriptive. He's a space monster, Monstar. I defy anybody to come up with a villain name that's that evocative in one word. All right. Reddish brown. Does the eye look right now? Now that I've added color to it? I was worried about that. Or at the very least, it distracts us. so we don't notice it as much. I need a darker brown, or maybe an orangish red. That'll do it. Looking for here. There we go. Okay, so Bo is going to get a green background. Because I'm green with envy at his dashing good looks and curly mustache. Also, green is more woodsy, like the Whispering Woods, where he hangs out. So that makes sense. There's my justification. It wasn't just a whim. So now I can stand in front of the art instructor, give him my artist statement, and explain what I was going for with this piece. And I get an A. And what is this? That's the wrong color. Then all that's left to do . And there it is, or he is. So what did we do today, folks? We did Bo, did Man-at-Arms, and a Clefairy. And these will be on my website, comic.com, very shortly. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me on Saturday night. And I'll be seeing you guys on the Twitters, right? Jerzy on the Twitter. Should have said that too. So I'm going to take off now, and have a good weekend, everybody. And okay, bye.